It looks like Canada, multiple areas. We talked about Ontario, and they're just really freaky kind of little press conference that they did, and we talked about it being basically a police state. They were giving and authorizing the cops to pull people over for all of these COVID restrictions. They can question where you're at, why you're going there, and where you live, all of that sort of stuff. It was weird, really weird, and they were telling you to basically snitch on your neighbors. And yeah, sure, some they half-tailed, not really, went back on some of it. Some cops said they wouldn't enforce it, but we have yet another example, which is insane. We have BC now. They're going to implement random roadside checks to restrict the travel. BC's premier, John Horgan, has announced that travel restrictions will be put into place across the province on Friday. So this is this Friday, to combat the third wave of COVID-19, as the bans on social gatherings and in-restaurant dining were extended through the May long weekend. Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry has been saying for months and months, stay in your territory, stay in your community. Okay. Horgan said this is not the time to load up the Winnebago and travel around British Columbia. The province is asking everyone to stay in their health authority and only travel outside for essential reasons. However, Horgan said that people should not travel within their health authority if it means booking accommodation in another community. For example, Vancouver and Whistler are in the same health authority, but Horgan said no one should be traveling there and booking accommodation for a getaway. Essential travel includes work and school, so someone can travel outside their health authority. So if you're going to work or school, stuff like that, you can do it. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. More details will come on Friday when Public Safety Minister Mike Farnworth is expected to issue orders under the Emergency Program Act. Man, it's almost as if when you give them the green light, these sort of emergency reasons, emergency powers, which allows them to basically rule over the populace with a big, just a iron fist. But hey, it's for the greater good, right? And then it comes back and here you are. You can't move. This will be conducted through random. Wow. Okay. So this is what Horgan said. And we're quoting him right here. This will be conducted through random audits, not unlike roadside checks or counterattack during the Christmas season. They will be susceptible, excuse me, to all travelers, not just some travelers. And again, they will be random. This is stop and frisk. It's effectively stop and frisk. And there will be a fine if you are traveling outside your area without a legitimate reason. So basically, what he's, and I know is buttered up way. You always got to read between the lines and, through the language and shit. But this is what he's saying. All travelers, everybody, you may get a random audit, meaning they may pull your punk ass over and say, what are you doing? And you get an answer or you give an answer that they don't like, they'll fine you. Now, y'all need to understand what the fine means. The fine, and this is why I always talk about the threat of the government gun, because they use that to say, well, it's just a fine, so it's no big deal. You need to understand what that implies. If you resist essentially in any way, they will fuck you up, okay? That's ultimately what that means. So if you say go fuck yourself, or you ultimately don't end up paying that fine down the line, it turns into a warrant or something like that, that's what it means, okay? Let's not butter it up. They're saying that if we don't like the answer, we will punish you. You resist the punishment, something else may happen. He said the police will be given additional powers, but there will be random audits to catch those that are blatantly disregarding the rules. Everybody will be asked where they're going and where they came from. Fucking shit. It's not heavy-handed in mind. Of course, the like cathedral members. It's not a big deal. We're just randomly, gonna just pull you over, and we just want to see what you're up to. That's all. It's random, and it will be done at a particular place at a particular time. Which sounds contradictory, but yeah. Horgan said the province will also make sure it's liaise with Black, Indigenous, and people of color to bring in these travel restrictions in a way that does not give anyone fear. Okay, guys, so just we don't want to come across as racist, okay? We don't want to do that. But we may pull you over for any reason. And of course you have to listen. And of course, if you give us an answer that we don't like, things are going to happen to you. Look, guys, I think we've long crossed this bridge. This whole, it's just a couple of days slow to spread. You see different countries are dealing with this in different ways. I know America, we have people that are dealing with it in more restrictive ways. The New Yorks, the New Jerseys, the Californias are dealing with it in a different way that Texas and Mississippi and Florida are. And I do feel for you guys that are in those countries where they treat you just like that. Like it's only, you want to be able to travel voluntarily somewhere where, and it's funny because a lot of these guys have opposite positions on things like immigration. Have y'all noticed that? On like national immigration, which is the interesting thing of it all, where it's they will act as if, okay, that's a favorable thing. And then when you are traveling within the nation and you are, let's say, a citizen of this nation, you can't be traveling like that. But any other given time, definitely when it's immigrant or someone that's claiming to seek asylum, it's a different scenario. And then, come over. Where I got guys, blue check marks. Oh, we got plenty of room. Interesting. Show got a problem with people traveling, though, within the country. That would make a lot of sense. Sounds like you've been a bit of a hypocrite. I'm just saying. But yes, we got a Canadian stop and frisk on. You just watched a clip from my podcast for Canon Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.